Good morning. This is Shri back from the US Open, but we now shift our focus to the biggest day in American footballs, and it is the start of the NFL season. Of course, we did have the Kansas City Chiefs upset by the Detroit Lions on the opening day on Thursday, but today is a full slate of games, and it is going to be a good one. And the matches all started at 1 p.m. So let's kick off very quickly. Let's do a quick preview of each of the games, and then I'll also give my prediction on who would win. Bengals and Browns. The Browns have Deshaun Watson, and the Bengals, Joe Burrow, just coming off another huge payday for him. And I do think that the Bengals get the win on the road. They have too many weapons, Jamar Chase, and the Bengals want to make a statement with the Kansas City Chiefs losing. They have a good opportunity to, get a leg up on the Kansas City Chiefs. The next one, the Texans and Ravens. A little more, the Ravens' offense is going to be a little more different from last year. Obviously, you still have Lamar Jackson. With the addition of OBJ, let's see what they can do. Texans still, finding their way in that division. So I think Ravens will come off with the win. The Buccaneers and Vikings. Obviously, the Buccaneers don't have Tom Brady. The Vikings are at home in a dome. Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson, too many weapons. I do think the Vikings come up with the win there. The next one is a pick'em game, which is Panthers and Falcons. I think because of the fact that the Atlanta Falcons are at home, I'm going to go with the Atlanta Falcons. The Cardinals and Commanders. Again, Kyler Murray, last year he did have some injuries. Commanders, they do have Sam Howell, new ownership, great defense Commanders have, but during my earlier podcasts, I did not, say a lot of good things about the Commanders, so I'll probably stay that way with Cardinals coming up with a win there. The Jaguars and Colts, I think Trevor Lawrence and Doug Peterson and Jaguars, I did pick them to win their division. I'm going to stick to it. They get a big win on the road at Colts. The next one is 49ers and Steelers. 49ers are my pick to win their division. And Steelers, I think they may be better than what people think. They definitely have the solid. I know their defense is solid. And if they have a quarterback who does not make mistakes, they definitely have a chance in the games. But the 49ers just, will maybe too much for the Steelers there. The Saints and the Titans, and again, the Titans, have done great. They've gone to, some glorious heights. I think with Tannehill as their quarterback. Let's see what they can do now against the Saints. To me, Saints, they did acquire Derek Carr during the offseason. They're playing in the Dome. They're playing at home. I think the Saints may get a win over the Titans. They may, maybe a last-second field goal or something like that. Raiders and Broncos. Again, there's something that we have talked about at length. Sean Payton and Russell Wilson. Let's see how this experiment is. There's already some rumblings about Sean Payton kind of asking Russell to kind of hold off on the Russell Inc. brand, focus more on the game. Raiders, it's Jimmy Garoppolo and Josh McDaniel, expatriates. But on the road, Mile High City, the Broncos get a win there. The Eagles and the Patriots, I know it is a difficult game for a lot of people to pick the Patriots here, but I think during one of my earlier podcasts, I did pick the Patriots. This is the Tom Brady day. He's coming back to Gillette. A lot of emotion in the stadium, a lot of memories that he has created for the Patriots. I know the Eagles are probably the better team. They're coming off a Super Bowl loss, and they've got a lot of weapons. Jalen Hurts, is probably their franchise quarterback. Let's see if Mac can kind of turn around in year 3 after last year horrendous showing. Combined with his play, his injury, and also poor play calling. So I'm hoping for a Patriots upset there. And the next one is Rams and Seahawks. I think the Rams, Stafford, won the Super Bowl a couple of years ago, but I do think that the Seahawks and Geno Smith playing at home, I don't see them losing at all. The Dolphins and Chargers, Dolphins traveling all the way to the West Coast. Chargers, I do think that Justin Herbert could beat the Dolphins right there. The Dolphins have a good quarterback. Let's see if Tua can sustain the whole season. Great weapons they do have with Waddle and Hill, but I think the Chargers will be too much for them. Bears and Packers. This was again a tough game to pick. No Aaron Rodgers there anymore for the Packers, so I think I'll go with the Bears because he's always owned the Bears when Aaron Rodgers played for the Packers. But this time it'll be the other way around. And then Sunday night, Cowboys and Giants. I'm not a big fan of having these early interdivision rivalry games because there's not much you can see in the first game. Usually I would like to get like 5 or 6 games before you can actually have like interdivision games. But we do have it. And then I think the Cowboys and Giants, a lot of people are big on the Cowboys. I don't know, for some reason, I don't think they travel well. While I believe in Dak, I think the Giants may eke out a win there. And then we end tomorrow with probably the marquee game of this week, which is Bills and Jets, Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen. I think during my podcast, I did pick the Jets to beat the Bills, I believe. So I'll stick to that thing. Aaron Rodgers have been rejuvenated in New York. And Josh Allen, while he's still one of the best playmakers, the supporting cast in terms of his defense, he's lost some key pieces in defense. They still have, Allen and Diggs on the offense, so they can still score a lot of points. But the Jets defense, and let's see if they will, a lot of people are calling the Jets as like one of the best defensive units. So let's see if they can live up to that billing. So that pretty much ends the first week of the NFL. And let's see if a lot of the predictions come true and we can revisit them later this week. But really looking for the standard slate of Monday, of Sunday games and the Monday night. And nothing like the red zone. Red zone, 1 o'clock, the TV will be on, and I'll be switching back and forth between the regular games and also the red zone games. So looking forward to a fantastic NFL season and week 1. Have a good night. Have a good day.